Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 19 carries, 114 yards, and a score.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He gets it underneath to Hall. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. Rodgers now to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Hall want to give up the middle. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his 2nd season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. 7 yards there and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Stroud to throw it. Rolling right. He's going to keep it himself. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Here now, 3rd and a yard. On the bootleg, Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. Now Stroud. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over. The Jets offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's run well here in the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Running left, it's Hall. And he's got room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. He finds Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground.
But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here comes third and the length of the football. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Play action. Stroud now. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Stroud. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
He'll get this to Lazard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On play action, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
It's taken to the 26. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll work down inside the 45. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz from 8 yards out. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now Rodgers. He shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. The best of the early games on Sunday may just be in Buffalo, where the Bills face a big test as they'll square off against the Miami Dolphins. Later in the afternoon, a lot of the country will be watching the game at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it'll be the Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Finally, on Monday Night Football, Election Night Eve, the Super Bowl rematch from a few years back, Bucs and Chiefs from Arrowhead. It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back getting set to go once more. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's complete to Dell. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Stroud off the play fake. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. And Stroud now to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Stroud looking to throw. That is caught by Dell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Stroud out of the gun here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Will McDonald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Touchdown, Texans! Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 70. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 69 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Hall. Able to push his way through. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Pat Freiermuth. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The visitors' offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. Man in motion left, that's Collins. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Here's Stroud. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Man in motion left, that's Collins. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's Rodgers. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A game there of 30 big ones.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Straight ahead is Hall, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the fumble, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Finding Schultz. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Steps away to his... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest, and this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Rodgers to throw. He hits Adams complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a give to Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here comes 2nd down. They'll go again with Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here's 1st and goal. They'll give to Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jets have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stroud.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Stroud to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.